Hello, everyone, and welcome to day 3 of our June 5-day fast. I hope you're doing really well. I want to talk about energy levels, migraines, and a separate video that I want to talk about regarding muscle loss. Let's go ahead and get into it. First of all, energy. I woke up with plenty of energy today. The only time that wasn't true was immediately upon getting out of bed. I, probably got up a little bit too quickly. But other than that, I've had plenty of energy. For me, it is very rare that I have so much energy on a day 3 of a 5-day fast. I guess it doesn't matter whether it's a 3-day fast or a 5-day fast, but I have plenty of energy. I can't even believe it. I am stoked. I really do attribute that to the broth. I really do. So I guess we'll see what happens tomorrow with that. Hopefully the same thing. That would be great. Speaking of broth, I never thought that I would get sick of broth, but I'm wrong because I am actually quite sick of broth right now. Part of that is because since I'm training for this fitness competition and since it's only in a few days, this is my peak week, and I don't know of anybody else who has implemented fasting during a peak week. I have looked all over YouTube. I've scoured the internet, and I am the only one. So this is a huge experiment. But I am drinking a lot of water because I have to, and I'm drinking a lot of broth because I have to, and I'm a little bit sick of it. I'm going to be adding cayenne back into my broth today. I got rid of it because of the acid reflux that I was kind of experiencing, but now that that's been gone, I'm going to add it back in because there's something very comforting and yummy about adding cayenne to my broth. So that's what I'm going to do. I want to talk about my migraines because I always like to update about fasting and migraines and all of that. I hadn't had a migraine until last night. I didn't get a full-fledged migraine. I got a little twinge of a migraine right here. And I've been keeping that at bay, so it's lingering, like it's thinking about poking out, but it's not a full-blown migraine. It's just kind of lingering. I'm keeping it at bay with peppermint oil, and I put lavender oil under my nose, and studies show that works for 74% of people, and it does for me sometimes. And just, of course, I think the fluids that I'm drinking are helping as well. So that's that. And the last thing I want to say is that I plan on doing a separate video on fasting and muscle loss. The last time that we did a 5-day fast, I spoke about this. I think it was on day 0. I did this whole long video about why I'm just going to go ahead and do a fast even though I'm prepping for a fitness competition. It's a very long video, but I'll go ahead and I'll post it right here just so you can see it, because I talk about a lot there relative to muscle loss and fasting. And it was an experiment. I thought, am I going to lose muscle during this 5-day fast? Am I not? And I definitely lost strength after that 5-day fast. But I've been doing some other reading, and I've been approaching this 5-day fast a little bit differently in terms of exercise. Should you exercise? Should you not exercise? And then one of you asked me a question. You said, how is it that you have muscle loss during a fast when Dr. Jason Fung says that you don't have muscle loss during a fast? In his clinical trials, there is no muscle loss. And I talked about a chart that I found and everything, and the same person's like, where's the article? And I'm like, that's a great question. I mean, good for you. That's what everybody should be asking about these things. I swear, people should definitely demand more. And I mean that absolutely seriously. I'm not being facetious at all. And I'm like, I will try to find it. Well, I finally found it. I finally found that article with the graph and all of that. So I will be doing a separate video explaining all of that and also talking about my personal experience. Not that anecdotal evidence means anything. It's the weakest form of evidence that exists. That's why if you see other YouTubers out there, and if they're saying, oh, well, such and such worked for me, such and such worked for me, that is not, I mean, technically it's evidence, but it's the lowest form of evidence that exists. So don't be making big decisions based upon one person's experience, you know? So that video will include a lot of editing because I want to show you the graph, I want to show you the article, and I really do want to talk about muscle loss vis-a-vis fasting because it's very important to discuss. It's important to know the science behind it, and it's important to understand whether there was risk and to what extent there might be risk or not. We shall see. All right, everybody. I will see you tomorrow. Let me know how you're doing. Give me any questions or comments below. If you comment or leave me a question, please give this video a thumbs up because I get so sad when I have one little thumbs up or two little thumbs ups and I have like 5 questions or 5 comments and I'm like, man, not all of you gave me a thumbs up. But please do that. It makes me happy. Subscribe if you haven't already done so, and I will see you mañana. Until then, ciao.